Hi everyone, welcome to my channel. Please press the subscribe button before we start with the video. MBH Travels presents Top 10 Beautiful Places to Visit in Bologna, Italy. Number 10. Santuario di Madonna di San Luca. The Sanctuary of the Madonna of San Luca is a basilica church in Bologna, northern Italy, sited atop a forested hill, some 300 meters above the city plain, just southwest of the historical center of the city. The Sanctuary of San Luca has been the symbol of Bologna, as well as a place for religious worship for centuries. It is connected to the city center by a road that starts from Porta Saragossa, unwinds for 4 kilometers with portico that boasts over 600 archways and is the longest in the world. Together with the other city porticos, it was included in the UNESCO World Heritage Site list in 2021. Number 9. Giardini Margherita. It is the most popular park in Bologna as well as the largest, covering 26 hectares. Inaugurated in 1879, the park still maintains most of its original layout, inspired by the English Romantic parks. While the park was being laid out, an Etruscan burial ground was discovered, where the magnificent travertine grave at the site of the central lawn was found. On the southern side of the pond, there is a short open-air stretch of the ancient Savannah Canal, one of the waterways that once characterized the city. With its 26 hectares of land, Giardini Margherita are certainly the largest garden in Bologna. This beautiful green park is located a short walk from the historic center and is the busiest due to the locations and events that are held throughout the year. Number 8. San Pellegrino Park. The park is situated in a nice panoramic position on the mountain ridge between the valleys of Meloncello and Ravone, and it descends from the Monte Albano towards the Villa Spada. There is a nice view to San Luca. Originally, there were 2 houses existing already in the 18th century, known as the Small Place and the Large Place. Number 7. Archaeological Museum of Bologna. The museum has one of the most important archaeological collections in Italy and is above all strong in holdings concerning local history from prehistory to Roman times. The classical collections conserve masterpieces of Greek and Roman art. There is also an important collection of Egyptian antiques and one of the most important of Europe. Opened to the public in 1881, it is mostly known for its Egyptian collection, the third largest in Italy and among the most important in Europe. Its Roman, Greek, and Etruscan Italic sections are also well stocked. The latter constitutes the most important part of the museum and documents the development of Filcina. There is also a newly refurbished gallery of plaster casts, the Gallic section, and one of the main collections in Italy. Number 6. The Quadrilatero. To really find the beating heart of this city, stroll the Quadrilatero, Bologna, Italy's oldest market. It is here where you will taste some of the best street food in Italy, find local shopkeepers, tradespeople, fishmongers, bakers, and other food and retail vendors working at selling everything from fresh fish and produce to local meats, cheeses, regional wines, homemade pastas, fresh Italian breads, and other goods. Located in the historic city center of Bologna, adjacent to Piazza Maggiore, the historic heart of Bologna is a mecca for foodies and historic architecture buffs. If this is your first visit to Bologna, don't skip this part of the old city. Number 5. Basilica of San Petronio. The Basilica of San Petronio is a minor basilica and church of the Archdiocese of Bologna, located in northern Italy. It dominates Piazza Maggiore. The basilica is dedicated to the patron saint of the city, Saint Petronius, who was the bishop of Bologna in the 5th century. Construction began in 1390 and its main facade has remained unfinished since. The building was transferred from the city to the diocese in 1929. The basilica was finally consecrated in 1954. It has been the seat of the relics of Bologna patron saint only since 2000. Until then, they were preserved in the Santo Stefano Church of Bologna. The basilica is a large church measuring 132 meters long, 66 meters wide, and 47 meters tall, and is described as the most imposing church in Bologna. Bologna was the principal center of Baroque music in Italy. The music organization has been officially instituted by Pope Eugenius IV in 1436. The first regularly paid instrumentalists were added in the late 16th century, and in the 17th century, San Petronio was renowned for its sacred instrumental and choral music. Number 4. Piazza Maggiore, Bologna. It dates back to 1200 when the municipality began to acquire houses and land to build a square, which on one hand was to represent the importance of the municipal institution, and on the other was to bring together the various city activities like exchange, trade, and services of various kind. Only from the 16th century it began to be known as Piazza Maggiore, even if the name of the King of Italy, Vittorio Emanuele II, was attributed to the square from the expulsion of the Austrians in 1944. So only starting from 1945 did the square and the immediately surrounding area begin to be officially known with the current name Piazza Maggiore. Number 3. Ancient Galleria Fortress Ruins. The Galleria Fortress, also known as the Gateway to the Empire, is the largest military base in Erebonia, housing thousands of soldiers. It is the home base of 5th Armored Division, and both the garrison and the facility is under direct command of Lieutenant General Walter. It is built with a natural cliff resting at the eastern border with Crosswell, from which the Galleria looks like an enormous wall. Apart from a tunnel through twice the transcontinental railroad runs, 2 enormous orbital railway guns developed by Reinford can be seen. The training grounds near the Galleria Fortress are used for military exercises of the Imperial Army of Erebonia. Number 2. Statue of Neptune. Giambologna took its inspiration from ancient Greek-Roman statues. He designed Neptune with a strong body but depicted an older face to symbolize the strength and wisdom of the Pope. Neptune's outstretched arm blocks the winds as if he wanted to abate the sea, in a symbolic gesture meant to glorify the Pope Pius IV and the power of the Catholic Church over the city of Bologna. Just as Neptune rules the seas, the Pope rules the world. The monument is highly symmetrical, leaning itself to being observed from all angles. Number 1. Leaning Towers of Bologna. The 2 towers are the symbol of Bologna, Italy, and the most prominent of the towers of Bologna. They are located at the intersection of the roads that lead to the 5 gates of the old ring wall. The taller one is called Asinelli, while the smaller but more leaning tower is called Garisenda. Their names derive from the families which are traditionally credited with having constructed the towers between 1109 and 1119. It is believed that the Asinelli Tower initially had a height of 70 meters and was raised only later to the current 97.2 meters with an overhanging battlement of 2.2 meters. With this, we will conclude our video. See you in the next video. Please like, share, and subscribe.